We're about 1 week away from the special, and we have compiled a wish list and preview for Once and Always, the 30th anniversary special for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So let's get right to it, the 10 things we want to see in the 30th anniversary special. Number 10, Amy Jo or Austin St. John making a cameo. Unfortunately, Austin St. John is having some legal issues and he cannot leave the United States. Amy Jo revealed she wasn't going to be in the special, then she teased that she might be involved by tweeting, "Other fun stuff in store, looking forward to watching my friends kick some ass." But it seems like she's doing something else. Illuminati confirmed that she is writing a Power Ranger comic to be released later this year based on the 30th anniversary. So, doesn't look like she's going to be in it, but who knows? The last time we saw Jason was in Beast Morphers. Austin St. John returned not only in Beast Morphers, he returned in Forever Red and the Turbo movie. The Turbo movie was also the last time we saw Amy Jo in the Power Rangers universe, so to speak. I personally do not think we're going to see Jason in this. I met Austin St. John a couple years ago at New York Comic Con, right after they did the reboot movie, and I asked him why he didn't make a cameo in it. His response, and I quote, was, "I don't want to do a 2-second cameo just for the sake of doing one. I invested in a lot of time into this character, and if something comes along cool, I'll be more than happy to do it." End quote. So he didn't want to do a quick cameo in the reboot movie, but he was willing to do something down the road. He did. He came back in Beast Morphers. That episode was all about Jason. Amy Jo, she was in that. She made a cameo in the reboot movie, so I don't think it's far-fetched for Amy to make a cameo as Kimberly. It could be something quick, SPA-related, or a message broadcasted that she's okay or she's in danger or something. I think it's more likely we have a shot of Kimberly without the helmet on than Jason. Number 9, acknowledge Rita became the Mystic Mother and the Machine Empire was around after Zeo. This is kind of an easy request, especially because we have the Ranger database around, which we actually saw in Dino Fury. It would be good to acknowledge that Rita became the Mystic Mother. When she was last seen, she helped the Mystic Force Ranger, so it would be good to see Billy, Zack, especially those two, see what became of Rita, that she became good. It's not complicated, but I feel like it would give closure to the character, the real character of Rita, especially with a lot of fans coming back to watch the special that haven't been in the know with Power Rangers. Speaking of villains, I personally think the Machine Empire is going to be behind this just because of the way Rita looks. We've seen some shots and promotional photos. It looks like there's gears behind Rita on the Moon Palace. It would be good to establish that the Machine Empire did not go away once the Zeo Rangers defeated them, that they came back during Wild Force, Forever Red, the Generals were still around. So I think we need closure. I would like to hear some closure from that Ranger database about Rita, about the Machine Empire, and I hope that the Machine Empire is the ones behind this. Number 8, confirmation that Kat and Tommy are married. I know, a lot of fans are probably tired of us talking about this on the podcast, but I think the fans deserve this rumor, fan theory to be put to sleep. Have Kat say something, anything that mentions her and Tommy were together, are together, or just JJ's their son, something, anything. You first hear Tommy call for JJ in Ninja Steel. You see Tommy's wearing a wedding ring, and then at the end of the episode, you see Tommy and Kat jump through a portal together holding hands to return home. I don't think we're reading too far into this. It could be a throwaway line by Kat about Tommy is a good husband, was a good husband, good dad, whatever. His Ranger duties are his second love, anything. JJ's worried about his father that he's been captured. Just take a moment. It could be one line to make all of us happy and put a little bow on the character of Tommy Oliver. Number 7, have all the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Zords from Season 1 involved in the battle. We saw a quick glimpse of the Zords and the Megazord at the end of the full trailer, but where's the Dragon Zord? Where's Titanus? It would be cool to see them make an appearance in this. That's really it. That's the whole request. It's kind of simple. It's straightforward. We made a video on it, which the link is in the description, about how we think Titanus and the Dragon Zord could appear, why they could appear, all that good jazz. So, simple, straightforward. We want all of them. We want all 3 Zords somehow involved in this battle. Number 6, answers about how the command center was rebuilt. We see the command center being destroyed at the end of the season of Turbo, but how was it rebuilt? When was it rebuilt? There's Zordon's tube is in the trailer also. You can see that it's cracked from Andros in the space season. How did that get there? When did it get there? What was Alpha's reaction? There's just a lot of questions here we don't have answers to. What are the Ranger names and locations that we see when Alpha's going through the Bandora protocol? There's locations. Who are they? Why are they there? So I would like an explanation about this. It sounds simple, but if you're a Power Ranger fan, getting information is never simple. There's a lot of having to read between the lines, fan theories, connecting the dots, which makes it great and fun and why we're doing this. But on the flip side, sometimes it makes it a little frustrating. So hopefully we will get some answers in the special about the command center and also that list that Alpha's going through. Number 5, a backstory on where Billy and Zack have been, especially Billy. Billy went to Aquitar in Zeo due to his rapid aging that he was going through. But then what? What happened? How long was he in Aquitar? How did he get healed? Was he at Aquitar for like a week and he's like, oh, I miss Earth. I'm going back. Was he there for years? Did he come back? Does he jump back and forth? We don't know. And then same thing kind of with Zack. He just went to the peace conference and that's it. Zack was in Megaforce. We know Billy was in Megaforce. Billy was also in Beast Morphers as well, because there's no other Blue Ranger. We know it was Billy, but we didn't get a real story. We got no story at all. So anything about these 2 characters, especially Billy, is something I want to see. I don't think we're going to get a lot of information, but do you hear that? That's Boom Studios, the comics, probably licking their chops about, oh, we can write a story now. Hey, maybe that's what Amy Jo's going to be writing about. Food for thought. Speaking of comics, number 4, how were Adam and Aisha recruited to SPA? Probably going to be explained in a Boom comic. Can't see it being really stretched out into detail in the special, but I would like to know how they got recruited, when they got recruited, what they're doing, where they're doing. It's probably one of the biggest question marks in this. When did Adam and Aisha get recruited by SPA? Who are they? Does Adam have a connection with his team up when he was with the Overdrive Rangers? He ran into the SPD Red Ranger bridge at the time. Did he give Adam some information? Did he recruit him? Why is it only those 2? That's what I want answered. But again, my gut feeling is both of these, the backstory on Billy and Zack, where they've been, and Adam and Aisha being recruited to SPA, probably going to be in a comic. Number 3, JJ Oliver becomes the Green Ranger. We've made a video on this, and it's going to be put to bed in a week or so, guys. But it looks like Tommy will be in the episode. I have air quotes, Tommy will be in the episode. But it's a good time to pass along the power. Even before the unfortunate passing of Jason David Frank, he mentioned that he was retiring from playing Tommy. And it feels like the seeds were planted for his replacement in Ninja Steel with JJ. There's no other reason JJ would have been at least mentioned in that show, in that episode, unless they had future plans for a character, albeit maybe as a backup in case JDF did retire, didn't want to do it anymore. It could be done a number of different ways. I know we're not going to see JDF, but there's a couple of different ways. Tommy doesn't survive being captured by Rita. He's the one that doesn't make it out. Maybe it's just that he signals that he's done, he's retired. Kat gives JJ the powers, or mentions she will, or mentions she does in the future, or something. That there's ways that JJ can get the mantle. The other way is if they're making copies of coins and you only see 2 out of the 3 Ranger coins that are being captured, perhaps they need somebody to take the Green Ranger powers. Could be Adam, could be JJ. We made a video on that too. That link is in the description of this video as well. So hopefully we get some answers as to who's going to take up the mantle of the Green Ranger. It wouldn't be a big deal unless they introduced JJ. And then, of course, they did make the Soul of the Dragon comic. I'm not counting it because it's kind of separated, but it's a good read. But man, between Ninja Steel and that comic, it's got us wanting JJ to take up that mantle of the Green Ranger. Number 2, Minh, I believe I'm saying her name right, is the catalyst for a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger reboot or next generation of Rangers. So it's been rumored for a while that Hasbro wants a reboot of the Mighty Morphin era or Mighty Morphin suits or that type of Power Ranger, and this special could be the way to do it. Minh and maybe JJ, if they decide to bring him in, will already be established characters for a reboot. That could be your connection to the next generation of Rangers, the original team of Rangers, old fans, new fans. It has the possibility of it being there. Also, I don't want the story of possibly JJ, if he's in it, to take over from Minh. I want this to be her story, Trini's story. So I want to do it kind of with kid gloves, so to speak. So if it's done right and they want to go that route, I believe that Minh and or JJ together could be the leaders of this next Mighty Morphin team. Before we get to number 1, how about some quick honorable mentions of things we want to see? They're kind of silly, but we'll go through them anyway. First one is, did Billy create the Master Morpher that Tommy used in Ninja Steel? We have a video about that too. Billy mentions in the teaser that just came out, it's a quick teaser, about 45 seconds, he's working on proxy Power Ranger coins. That would be a perfect time for him to mention, I'm working on proxy coins. By the way, they're different than the Master Morpher I made for Tommy. That's it. That's all we need to hear. That would be cool. So that's a little thing. And also another kind of Ninja Steel Tommy reference that we want some clarification. Billy's working on the coins. He may have worked on some Zords. How did the Falcon Zord come out in Ninja Steel? Maybe in the same breath, Billy can say he's been working on some things. Would be kind of cool to get that taken care of. A Bulk and Skull cameo or name drop would also be awesome. I don't expect it, but it would be cool if there's a quick mention or you see them or even a photo of them or something, especially if they're going back in time, to see Bulk and Skull. The best part of the show or episode, that it could likely happen would be when Rocky and Zack are in the juice bar. It seems like it's a perfect opportunity to at least mention them. That would be cool also. And the last thing is, there's been a small rumor online that TJ, the Red Turbo Ranger, Blue Space Ranger, might be making a cameo in this. I don't know where it came from, but when the trailer came out, you saw the Astro Mega Ship was on the Bandora Protocol. That kind of fueled it even more. I don't know why he would be there, other than he's on that list. He's in space. Cosmic Fury, I don't know. But we all love TJ at this podcast. It would be awesome to see him. And the number one thing we want to see, and once and always, is the events have some connection with Dino Fury, more specifically, Cosmic Fury. One of the issues with Power Rangers is that the seasons are not really connected, other than the annual team-up episode. This anniversary episode can change everything. It could be a reboot or not. It can set the bar of things are kind of connected now because they really weren't back in the day. With Hasbro in charge, they had the capability, especially with everybody's attention with this special coming up on Netflix. It's got a good amount of buzz from new fans, from old fans, from diehard fans. Everybody's going to be watching this. They got to hit a home run. So I feel like if you have this special, you need to capitalize it. Maybe the SPA Rangers, maybe it's just Adam and Aisha, maybe there's more. Maybe the SPA group helps the Cosmic Fury Rangers. Maybe Billy does something to give him a hand. Alpha, somebody. Even if it's Alpha, that wouldn't be bad. That would be something to tie this special to Cosmic Fury would be super, super important because you're not going to get all the eyes from this special on the Cosmic Fury. But if you take a piece of this, a character or a storyline or something, and move it over to Cosmic Fury as well, you're going to get those eyeballs also. And speaking of characters, Lord Zedd's still alive. So that's pretty important also. So what did you think? That's our preview / wish list. Let us know what you want to see in the special and also just in videos in general on the channel. We have a slew of other Power Ranger videos that are already up. Who built the Master Morpher, or the Dragon Zord make an appearance in the special. A retrospective of Adam, of Jason David Frank. We got a lot of stuff up and plan for the future. So as always, thanks for listening. Thanks for your time. We look forward to reviewing the special on the channel within a day or so of it coming out, because we have jobs. It's not going to be the day of. So we're going to have that up probably within a day or so of it coming out, and look forward to watching it and reviewing it with all of you. Take care, and we'll see you down the road.